What up? It's your girl Tati in the building. Nikki, don't matter. But yeah. So part three is story time. Cause it doesn't just end there. let me tell you something, okay? It doesn't just end there. But there's more to my story. So as I left off, my sister had came to pick us up and everything. And we made to Oklahoma, Lyon, Oklahoma, where I am currently now. And basically I moved down here with my sisters and everything. Everything was fine at first. But my grandma also lived with my sister too, helping out with the kids. And me and my grandmother really didn't get along, but I mean, yeah. So she wasn't like the grandmother that I came to for like cookie. Well, yeah, I did. But like, I mean, she wasn't the one that I just, oh my God, granny house, you know, type thing. Yeah, I wasn't that type of kid. Me and her like left off at a bad note, so like it stayed like that. And so basically, as I moved in and like lived with them, stuff got tougher for us and for me, shall I say, my grandmother. And like the hatred was in the air, let me tell you. Now I'm not just saying that I wasn't like bad or anything, because I was a bad little kid like every other kid is, but the hatred that me and my grandmother had for each other was just there. And it got to a point where she ended up locking me in my room for almost a year, and it just really got bad from there on out. I had a porta potty in my room, so I wasn't allowed to leave my room. My room was locked out. They had switched the door. I could remember waking up to them switching the doorknobs the other way so they could unlock the door from their way, but I couldn't unlock my door. Like, it stayed locked at all times unless I like had to go empty out my porta potty, go eat. No, even then when they ate, like I ate in my room, was not allowed to eat with my family. And so yes, me and my grandmother, like, it was so bad. So during that time of being locked in my room, I really held on to school and reading books and just basically using my imagination to the charts. And it just really kept me going and striving to do stuff. And the books, let me tell you, those books that I read, they gave me so much hope, and this just kept me striving. And even though I know stuff was bad, I knew stuff was gonna get better for me. And I just kept on pushing myself. One day after I came home with some sneakers, because like we did not have a lot of money, and I basically wore like almost one pair to school. They were white sneakers. I remember those Adidas. My Adidas, yo, they kept me going. Like, it was a realist on the team. My shoes stayed together for like years for me, like 2 years straight. Like, those Adidas, I love them Adidas, but they were like really bad. And like somebody had gave me new Adidas. They were black. And when I gave it to me, I was really scared to take it home because I knew my grandma was gonna think like I stole them or something, or begged for them, which I did not do. They like nicely gave them to me, told me that like they, you know, see me wear those pairs of sneakers all year, and like just how like torn up and bad they have become, and like they just wanted to, like, you know, just be nice and courtesy. And so like I was so scared to take it, but I ended up taking it because they would not take no for an answer. And as I took it home, I was so scared to like even show my grandmother, because I knew like if I did not show her them, like she was gonna think that I stole them automatically when she saw me walk in the house or like wear them anywhere. So I showed it to her, and like she literally like just started cursing me out, thinking that like I stole them and like I was begging for them, but I did not. And I was just like, you can't do that for me. She's like, and then like she was like, I'm gonna think about if you could keep them or not. And I'm just like, no, you're wrong. Like, they're mine. They, like, I got them. Like, they gave them to me. I did not steal this. I did not ask for it. They, out of kindness, gave it to me. So why are you punishing me for something I did not do? Something that I just took because they would not take no for an answer. And like that was the day I like stood up to her. Yo, I was so scared. My heart was pounding. Let me tell you, it was pounding so heavily. But as it was pounding, I was just like, I have to do this. Like, this right now, right? Like, it just had to happen. Like, I had to stand up to her. And like, she just like was bewildered that I would even stand up to her in that type of way. So she like got all out, and she had taken out the bat that she had like recently brought. And I just looked at her, and I was just like, you're not going to hit me with that. And like, of course she looked at me like I was crazy, and she was like, oh, I'll do whatever I want. And I'm just like, you're not going to hit me with the bat. I'm tired of being abused. I am tired of being physically and mentally abused. Like, I just set it down right there. And so at that point, it was for a fight of my life. And it was a hell of a fight, let me tell you. Excuse my language, but it was a hell of a fight. And I remember her getting up. She could barely walk, but I remember her getting up, striving over to me, and I pushed her down, trying to get away from her, and she had grabbed my hair. And yeah, I did have long hair. I recently cut I had long hair, and I remember her grabbing my hair and just holding on to me because she did not want me leaving it, and I was just screaming bloody mercy for like help and to let go. And finally she had let go, and I like took the opportunity to, like, because my door was open, unlocked. I took the opportunity. Will I make it? If I run out this house, will I survive? And I remember that split second of just something in my heart pulled me to go, and I ran so fast. I ran so fast to get out the house. And as I finally got out the house, all I could think about was like, where am I gonna go? Where am I going? Who am I gonna like? And I just remember my next door neighbor. He was a good friend of mine. I was like, I'm gonna go to them. But I was thinking, like, if I knock on their door and they don't answer, what's going to happen? So I just remember being in the street, and I remember this lady coming out the car. My next door neighbor, she just coming out the car from work. And I ran to her, straight to her. I'm bleeding. My hair's falling out. And I just came crying to her, and I was just asking for help. She ended up calling the cops and put me in her house and, like, trying to help. And I told her everything that happened. And we ended up calling the cops. And they basically ended up, investigating, see what's going on, and they thought I was just being a childish kid and being mad and just not following rules, and they sent me back in that house. Oh, my heart was pounding. I was so furious with those cops, because it's like, they saw the evidence and everything, and yet they sent me back. So when I went back into that house, that lady fought. Just to let you know, that next door neighbor, she fought with those cops and like literally was telling them like, no, you need to take her out that house, like something's wrong. A girl wouldn't just come crying at her house like bloody with hair, and like nothing's not just going on, something is going on. But they ended up just like taking the benefit of the doubt and just left. And going back in that house was the most scariest moment of my life, because I did not know what was going to happen. I did not know if I was going to live, if I was going to walk again, if I was ever like gonna look at, like, I just did not know what the events was led up to. Like, I did not know what was gonna happen. I did not know the climax. I ended up not going to school for the rest of the week. I ended up convincing my sister to take me to school because of an upcoming concert that I was in. I was in choir at the time in 8th grade, and so I was able to go back to school. And the minute I walked in the school, DHS was there waiting for me, because they've been there the whole week, like trying to like figure out what's going on, because the next door neighbor had called them and like told them what was going on. So basically, I was in the counselor's office, called to the counselor's office. I was a mess, and I just basically, at that point, I did not care. I just let everything out, and I told them if I went back into that house, I was going to kill myself. After they had like asked me the rest of my questions, they had left and told me they'll get back to me as soon as possible. And I just remember thinking that they're gonna go question them, they're gonna think that I'm lying, and that everything's gonna go, it's just gonna go sour. I remember that day just being in choir at the end of the school and practicing, and just being scared to even go home, and I was really thinking to take my life. And I mean, at that age, wanting to die and wanting to kill yourself is not something that I ever thought I would want to do, but at that point, I was really sure to kill myself. I was ready to kill myself if the point came. And as choir had ended, the ladies that I had talked to from DHS, they came up to me again, and I was just like, well, where's my sister? Is she picking me up? And they told me that I wasn't going to go home, that they were going to take me somewhere safe. And I dropped to the floor crying, happy for joy, because I did not think I was ever gonna be out of that house. I thought I was really truly gonna go back to that house. And they took me to a foster home, and I met an amazing family who I could say is my family now. I lived with them for almost 3 years, and I was adopted recently, not too long ago, and so I've dealt with it. I've got counseling and just everything that had happened in my life. Do I regret it in some type of way? I guess you could say that, but then at the same time, I don't really regret it, because I believe in that stuff happens for a reason, and I've learned a lot, and it helped me grow up and mature very fast, and it helped me along the way with other situations that go on. I know how to handle it better, and it's just helped me so much, and God has helped me a lot. And so I think that, like, me cutting my hair recently and all this stuff is just a beginning of just me being fresh and finally letting go and be able to face my past full on, head on, with no regrets and no turning back, in that this is me. I am Tatiana Nokoka Kenny, and I'm so proud to say that I'm a car, and I'm proud to say where I come from, and I'm not ashamed of my past no more, because I know it doesn't define me and who I am. You should never let it define you, and to let people that watch this video know that if you are going through something similar, that you're not the only one. And if you need somebody to talk to, or just let go of what's going on, I'm here. And I think finally getting out my story will really help a lot of you guys, and I really hope I learned something from this. And I just like to say that I'm very thankful and helpful, like, for my family that I have. They're amazing parents, and yeah, so I never thought I would get to this point, but with a lot of help and encouragement and a lot of support, family, friends, it's really been it's amazing, and it's been good. And thank you. So this is story time. Yeah, that's the end. I will be coming up with different YouTube ideas, like videos, and so comment, share, like, and comment down below what you want me to do next, like a makeup tutorial or something, reaction time, something like that, reaction video, something like that. So thank you for tuning in. Again, this is Tati, Nikki. Until next time.